They say when a door suddenly becomes expensive to open, it's not because the owner hates you. It's because too many people stopped respecting the rules of the house. And right now, one of the most powerful doors in the world, the door to the United States, just became very expensive for Nigerians. This is not rumor. This is not social media panic. This is not fearmongering. This is policy. In the last 24 hours, reports began flooding in from every credible corner of the media space. Punch, BBC, Premium Times, Business Insider Africa, ABC, AUS. One headline after another, all pointing to the same uncomfortable truth. Something has changed. Quietly. Officially. Decisively. The United States has announced a new rule that affects travelers from 38 countries around the world. And among them sits Africa. And among Africa sits Nigeria. Not banned. Not blocked. But placed under a microscope. Here's what America is saying, without shouting it. You can come. But before you do, you must prove you will go back. How? Through something called a visa bond. A refundable bond. A financial guarantee. A test of trust. For applicants seeking the B1/B2 visitor or business visa, consular officers are now empowered to demand a deposit, $5,000, $10,000, or even $50,000, before allowing entry. Not everyone. Not automatically. But at the discretion of one officer, sitting behind glass, asking one silent question. Will this person return? If the answer feels uncertain, the price goes up. $5,000 if they believe you're low risk. $10,000 if they are unsure. $50,000 if they think you might not come back at all. Convert that to naira and the weight of it lands hard. Millions. Not fees. Not fines. Just trust money. And if you travel as a family, multiply everything. 2 people. Double it. 4 people. Quadruple it. Suddenly, a short holiday becomes a financial mountain. Now here's what makes this story heavier. This policy does not start someday far away. It starts January 21, 2026. Weeks from now. And Nigeria is on the list. This is not a total ban. The US did not say Nigerians are forbidden. What they said is more subtle and more painful. We no longer trust your system enough to take your word. That trust gap didn't appear overnight. Let's be honest. Why do people overstay visas? Is it because they love breaking laws? Or because home no longer feels safe? Insecurity. Unstable income. Joblessness. Poor public services. A future that feels like a gamble. For many, overstaying is not rebellion. It's desperation. A last attempt to breathe. But the world does not measure desperation. It measures behavior. And embassies are watching. They watch who overstays. They watch who disappears. They watch who breaks rules and how governments respond. Every month, reports are written. Every year, conclusions are drawn. And when a country looks disorganized at home, it is treated cautiously abroad. Now pause. Ask yourself a hard question. Why are countries like South Africa, Egypt, Morocco, Kenya, Ethiopia, Ghana not on this list? Same continent. Different outcome. This is not about skin color. It is not about hatred. It is about systems. Power respects power. Structure respects structure. Look at Mali. When restrictions were placed on their citizens, they responded firmly. Within weeks, the policy was reversed. Why? Because respect is not begged for. It is enforced by coherence. Nigeria, instead, often begs, complains, cries discrimination. Meanwhile, corruption persists. Insecurity deepens. Rules bend for the powerful and snap for the poor. Embassies see this. They don't argue. They adjust policy. And policy is code. Now let's talk mechanics, because this matters. If your visa is approved and a bond is required, payment is made only through an official pay.gov link provided by the embassy. No agent. No middleman. No helper. Anyone offering assistance is a scammer. You will also be instructed to fill Form I-352, and only after the consular officer tells you to. Entry is restricted to 3 U.S. airports: JFK, Boston, Washington, D.C. Extra checks are expected. Delays are possible. And now, the most important part. Your money. When you enter the U.S., immigration gives you an admit until date, stored on your I-94 record. Leave on or before that date, you get your bond back. But if you overstay even one day, if you change status, if you apply for asylum, the bond is gone. No appeal. No mercy. This is where the debate explodes. Does this mean only the rich can travel now? What about families with children? What about students visiting relatives? What about ordinary Nigerians? These questions are valid. Painfully valid. But here is the deeper lesson this policy is shouting without raising its voice. The world does not respond to emotion. It responds to order. You cannot demand respect outside when disorder is visible inside. Visa restrictions are not punishment. They are symptoms. The final lesson is simple, but hard. Begging brings humiliation. Noise brings pity. Only structure brings respect. When a nation fixes its house, the world adjusts automatically. The world does not respect tears. It respects systems. So the question now turns to you. Is this policy fair? Is it necessary? Or is it a mirror reflecting uncomfortable truths? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Stay informed. Stay critical. And remember, when the system changes, everyone feels it.